New questions tonight about a Dalton counselor accused of sexually assaulting a woman in his care. Tonight we learned Daniel Stats was on a list provided by the state that suggests counselors to people on probation. News Channel Online's Alyssa Sperato is here to tell us if the state checks those counselors before making those suggestions. Alyssa.
Yeah, Josh, tonight we learned the agency that provides the list is the Georgia Department of Community Supervision, and they've pulled nearly a dozen people from Daniel Stats' care. Dalton police say the ordained minister fondled a patient and encouraged her to perform a sex act inside the counseling service he founded. This arrest report from Dalton police details the accusations that patients say happened here at Helping the Hurting counseling service.
She reported that Mr. Stats, was talking to her about sexual topics and was, told her that basically it would be okay with him if, she sent him pictures of herself.
That patient pointed police to these Facebook messages she says Stats sent under a secret account discussing the details of his open marriage with other women. Police say they soon found a second patient whose story went even further.
Investigation led to a second complainant who reported that, he behaved inappropriately, touched her inappropriately during a counseling session, and then, basically solicited oral sex from her.
The report claims one patient found Stats through a list of area providers after a judge ordered her to complete counseling as part of her probation. Tonight, we learned lists like those are given out by the Georgia Department of Community Supervision.
They are provided a list of resources for that area.
James Hill with DCS says Stats was the only counselor in the area specializing in alternative behavioral counseling.
When allegations arose about this individual, we removed anyone under our supervision who was going to his place of business for counseling.
And Hill says even though they give the list to people they supervise, it doesn't mean they vouch for the people on it.
We don't conduct background investigations on counseling centers.
We also learned through the state of Georgia's Secretary of State office, Stats does not have a counseling license, but he's not required to because he's an ordained minister. Well, that's not the case in Tennessee. According to the Tennessee Department of Health, if a minister is providing clinical pastoral therapy for a fee, they have to have a license. Josh.
Alyssa, thank you. The Facebook page for Helping the Hurting, a Ministry of Compassion organization, says Stats has more than 20 years of counseling experience. We tried contacting him at home and through his business. We have not heard back.